John chapter 12 and reading through verses 46 and 50, Jesus tells us in another passage the reason that he came. He says there, "I have come as a light into the world, that everyone who believes in me may not remain in darkness. And if anyone hears my sayings and does not keep them, I do not judge him, for I did not come to judge the world, but to save the world. He who rejects me and does not receive my sayings has one who judges him. The word I spoke is what will judge him at the last day. For I did not speak on my own initiative, but the Father himself who sent me has given me commandment what to say and what to speak. And I know that his commandment is eternal life. Therefore, the things I speak just as the Father has told me." In this passage, I've studied three things that Jesus came to do. First, he came as a light to the world, that we might stop living in darkness. Second, he came as an example of how to keep the Father's word, in that Jesus placed himself under authority, God under the authority of God, leaving us an example on how to follow God. And finally, as we are remembering this morning, Jesus did those first two things, ending in his death. That is, he died on a cross, giving us the starting point for our own lives. We might participate with him in his death. We might participate with him in his burial. And finally, as he did, in becoming a light to the world, we might walk in newness of life, raising with him from the dead. Would you pray with me, please?
In the book of John, the chapter before this, it talks about this is a change in Jesus' ministry. As Caiaphas, one of the chief priests, about the same area in the chapter 11, had prophesied about Jesus' death for the whole nation of Israel, and that it's better for one man to die for the whole nation than for the whole nation to perish. And so as our brother Dwayne put about the three things that Jesus had talked about, they became extremely intentional after this point, because he knew his time was near. And it is amazing how God's plan unfolds, and how he's given us his word that we may watch his plan unfold and how it affects our life today. Let us go to our Father in prayer together.